Boxing sucks. It is one of the most useless things that I can think of in sports these days because it simply doesn't grab me. It doesn't reach out. It used to grab. Look, Bert Sugar, our great friend, used to say that Americans love big things. They loved big cars, big breasted women, and big heavyweights, is what they always wanted to watch. They're not there anymore. The fighters are terrible. The fight's terrible. We have Jake Paul sitting there, who is part of it right now, who is the downfall of the sport. But let's start at the beginning. When did boxing go off the rails, Wally? What was that seminal moment?
First of all, let me just say something about Bert Sugar. I loved him, and I miss him terribly because now I have to pay for my
Oh,
own drinks,
he was
which really
wonderful.
does suck. Yeah, when did it go off the rails? I'll tell you when. I think the roots of it are when amateur boxing changed its rules. I really do. When they changed it to wearing headgear and they made it more into a kind of a contest rather than a fight. Now, amateur boxing is now all point scoring and we have the white on the outside of the gloves. I think a lot of people didn't like that form of boxing. I mean, if you recall when the 76 Olympic guys fought, and we're talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, the two Spinks brothers, I'm talking about a great team. Howard Davis is on that team. It was like professional boxing. It was professional boxing, basically only 3 rounds long. When they decided to make amateur boxing a different thing, and then followed by not long afterward, the networks no longer showing it as a featured sport in the Olympics, I think that was the beginning of the end because how did we get to know Sugar Ray Leonard? From the Olympics and
The
then from
Olympics.
watching him on free TV every Saturday, right? How did we get to know even, Riddick Bowe or De La Hoya? Same thing. But little by little, the networks gave up on boxing. Amateur boxing became less interesting. I can't name the last American to win a medal in an Olympics. I can't recall. I think it was a woman. Honestly, I think it
Can
might
you
have been
name even
Clarissa
the
Shields.
last boxer to have a chance at winning a medal? Nobody knows who these
Right.
amateurs are.
Because it's not on television anymore.
Right.
NBC when they bought the Olympics decided, and I've heard this with my own ears because I worked for them on a couple of Olympics. The Olympics is a women's event, so we're going to market it now. Of course, women are very much into boxing now, so maybe they'll come back and put boxing on the air. But they felt in the '80s and the '90s that we will sell more if we show figure skating, if we show more swimming, if we show more, track and field. Nobody wants to see boxing.